with no rehearsal. Come for your role.
Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's only what you do. Some things you gotta do.
Hey. Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So, hey, tell a friend about the show too. We growing, man. Our live stream is just fucking amazing. We just had 6,000 people in the live stream just now, man. I just want to say thank you. I genuinely appreciate y'all. Every Sunday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we just gonna rock out. We just gonna rock out and have a great time. But I want to talk about something which I thought was, it kind of threw me in a loop, man. I wasn't too comfortable with this at all. Andre Ward and Terrence Crawford was having a conversation on Unguarded. They had a 15-minute conversation, and they brought up how you promote a fighter, and Andre Ward said, they say the only way you got to promote as a black fighter is to act like Floyd Mayweather. And Terrence Crawford said, I agree 100%. I'm going to repeat, y'all. You're not going to get this yet. Andre Ward said this to Triple B. He says, there's only one way to promote a fight, and that's like Floyd Mayweather, and they want you to act out. And Triple B says, you are 100% right. Well, let me get this straight. And to be successful at promoting, let me get this straight. There's 10 million ways to promote a fight. You understand? And the reason why fans are so disconnected with Triple B is because he doesn't make himself relatable and open to his fans. We don't want him to act like a fool, or act like a buffoon, or, you understand what I'm saying? Act like he got more money than Dow, and act like he got more women than Dow, more cars than Dow, more stamps on his passport than Dow. No one cares. No one cares. We just want to know your backstory. We just want to know why did you name your 5 kids their names? What makes you tick as a fighter? What did you learn after being shot? Could have been prevented. You said your dad did 20 years. What was it like? We want to see you vulnerable. We want to know what were the intricacies of your relationship with your mom. You was raised by a single mother. That's 50% of America by itself. You just talking about being a single child. It touches 50% of America. You understand when the divorce rate is 50% here. It may be higher. I ain't checked in a long while, but and two, for Andre Ward to lead the discussion like that. Now we all make mistakes. Now I'm not gonna sit here, but to say, listen, to say that Floyd, how in his tone, because he's leading, he's dictating the question to frame the answer, right? I've done this a lot as an interviewer, especially when I just want a quote, when I'm trying hard to get a quote, you know what I mean? And sometimes the person I'm interviewing gets it, and sometimes they don't, or sometimes they like it, sometimes they don't, it just depends, But I didn't like how he framed Floyd. First of all, how he framed Floyd Mayweather to be a buffoon, right? That's arbitrary, right? Because he says they're not laughing with you, they laughing at you. Now, some of the things he did, burning money and doing ignorant shit like that, cussing out his father, I don't concur, right? Some of the things he did was just outright funny. Some of the things he did was some of the things we wish we could do, some of the things he did we wish we would never ever do. There's a plus minus chart on Floyd Mayweather. We all know this. There's no secret to this, but to say that is the only way to do it, as if we are all monolithic, as all that we all have this type of thought process, we have this type of way that we live. I am disgusted by that, because there's no one black way to live in this life. And two, a piece of me a piece of me thinks there's a hint of jealousy in Andre Ward, because every time he mentions Floyd, go watch his last 15 interviews. Don't watch him now, because he's gonna watch this video and change his tone. Go watch, and he always says, "There's nothing against Floyd. There's nothing against Floyd. I have nothing against Floyd, but." He always has a protective clause in there. They. He could never just be a real nigga, man. He could never just be authentic. And he always says, "I'm a real one," and I laugh, because Andre Ward is the kind of person that acts black around black people and is proud to be the only black person around white people. He's that type of person to me. You know what I mean? And it's just what I believe inherently. And people say you wouldn't say it to his face. I don't ever want to talk to the man again. I don't. I have no desire. I have no desire to interview him, talk to him. That interview I did with him in February, I'm done. You know what I mean? But it's like me saying on this YouTube channel, I speak for all black people. All black people act this way. I'm the first to tell you, this is my opinion. I am not the voice of black people. This is my experience. These are my goggles. Do I want to be a source of inspiration? Do I think every black person should go to college? Do I think every black person should play sports or be a lawyer or no? There's so many different ways. I just said in my live stream, I shake the plumber's hand, the barber shop man. I mean, the barber, the lawyer, the doctor, the paralegal, the boxer. I shake their hand the same way. I give them dap. I give them that half a hug. How you doing, nigga? I treat them all the same way. You understand what I'm saying? There's more than one ways to cut this cake, and there's more than one ways to promote. And in the live stream just now, I used two examples. I used Deontay Wilder and I used Earl Spence. Those guys are pretty contemporary. Yet they're nothing like Floyd Mayweather. They're pretty relatable, and yet they're nothing like Floyd Mayweather. Why is that? They've opened their life to the fans to a certain degree. They take pictures with fans. They're likable. Terrence Crawford, I'm just going to be real with you. You're not a likable person. You're, excuse me. Let me retract that statement. You give off the impression as if you're not a likable person. Right? And some of it may have to do that you're dark skinned in America. I don't know. You got to play the cards you dealt. I'm dark skinned in America, right? So I know I got to play a little bit. I gotta. Sometimes it works to my benefit. Sometimes it doesn't. I'm a realist. I'm pragmatic when it comes to this shit called life, And Terrence Crawford is pretty stoic at times. I'm not coming. Anyway, I'm not gonna go there. Anyway, so the point I'm making is there's more than one ways to promote a fight and be successful at it. All right. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Do you want to hit the social blogs? Yes. You don't have to be a buffoon to hit the social blogs. You can be a philanthropist and hit the social blogs. You can be a community activist and hit the social blogs. You can be a full-time dad and hit the social blogs. You and your wife can be a socialite and hit the blogs. You know what I mean? Or you can do none of that and get see what you get in life is what you put out of it. At the end of the day, life is a savings account. You know what I mean? If you have a million memories, a million positive memories, when you die, people are going to relay those million positive memories. If you have a million negative memories invested in people, they're going to tell a million negative stories about you when you pass away. This is a really simple equation. If you only interview with one media outlet, you're only going to get one type of fan. If you interview with 85 media outlets, you're going to hit 85 different type of fans. You understand? There's more than boxing than black fans. There's more to boxing than Mexican fans. You know what the type of fan? They're single parents. There's a single father. There's an MMA fan that lightly dabs into. There's a woman who just likes boxing for people's bodies. There's so many different reasons why people like boxers or like boxing. It could be some obscure thing like we're born on the same day. Your favorite color is red. I don't know. But if you say these things, you'll become more. Every time you interview, it makes you more relatable. Whether you have 10 followers, because you need those 10 followers, or whether you have 100,000 followers, 2,000 followers, like me, 50,000, close to 50,000 followers, whatever the case may be. Although I'm being shadow banned, my channel is much much bigger. But um, it's just it's sad when the whole circle have this whole mindset. Terrence Crawford should have said that's not the only way to promote a fight. He should have said 100% I agree. He should have said stop. No, there's more than one way. You know what I mean? There's you know what I mean? It just is. Look at the NBA. LeBron James don't show his ass. Guinness Kakapopo, whatever his name is, don't show his ass. Steph Curry don't show his ass. Kevin Durant don't show his ass. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Jay-Z don't show his ass. You know what I mean? Chance the Rapper don't show his ass. Kendrick Lamar don't show his ass. J. Cole don't show his ass. Nipsey Hussle didn't show his ass. These are all the most popular guys in their genre. So you're grossly mistaken when you say stuff like that. You know what I mean? It just disgusts me how we spew these messages, and then people run and deal with the shit. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like this at all. And Andre Ward got to deal with this shit on his own. I don't know. It's just something about him that it's just something in him, man. I don't know what it is, but there's a self-hate in him. I don't know what it is, but there's something in him. When I asked him about being black, he said his dad is white. When Teddy Atlas basically called him a nigga to his face, he shut his mouth. You know what I mean? When ESPN say shut up and do your job, he shuts up and does his job. He ain't gonna talk about Teofimo Lopez's dad saying the N-word to Shakur Stevenson's team in training. He ain't gonna talk about that this Saturday. You know what I mean? You didn't talk about it in boxing because you cared about the bottom dollar. You cared about your image. You didn't want to talk. You didn't want to tackle race. And 78 said it best. We're not asking you to be Muhammad Ali. Those shoes are too big. We're not asking you to be Malcolm X. Those shoes are too big. I'm not even asking you to be me. The shoes are too fucking big for you. But I am asking you to be a man every step and every breath of your life. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? Black Fight Fan said it best. Some of your favorite fighters are hoes, man. And I don't mean hoes in a negative. I mean hoes in fear. I mean, when it's time to march, you could be the last one on the ship to march. You could be the last one on the Titanic. But we need you on this motherfucker. We don't need you. We don't need you accepting Bob Arum shenanigans. How, it is beyond my own understanding, for real, in real life, how Andre Ward can sit there and look Terrence Crawford in the eye and say he's in a great position and not tell him working with Bob Arum is a terrible thing. Two, Shakur Stevenson is going to get bitter and bitter and bitter and bitter. If he doesn't get that Josh Warrington fight, he said if he doesn't get the Josh Warrington fight, he's moving up to 130, right? If he has to move up to 130 without getting that unification bout, what does that tell you? You know what I mean? He could fight Gary Russell. He could fight Gary Russell in April or May or June. You know, gotta do something. So at the end of the day, man, I'm just disgusted by this, man. It's like me saying there's only one way to have a YouTube channel and be successful at it. There's 10 million ways. But I think there's something in him that's jealous of Floyd. Something in me tells me that. Like Floyd is like Floyd is the upper echelon of promoting. Well, how about Muhammad Ali? Right? He didn't promote it. How about Roy Jones Jr.? How about Prince Ahmed? And in some circles, so in some white circles, they consider him black, a minority. You know, Shane Mosley, superstar. Bernard Hopkins, he had a run. He was a superstar. He was a medium hot superstar. You know, Evander Holyfield, bigger than life. So we need to get out of this thing of saying there's only one way to do it. You know what I mean? I don't. It's not even purposely. I just genuinely don't care about other YouTube channels like the ones that spill hate about me, and I don't even know. 95% of the time, I really don't even know because I don't click on the videos and stuff like that. I don't even know. I'm oblivious to a lot of that shit. All my LDBC brothers, man, I think we're oblivious to that. We got so much content over here. You know what I mean? I'm oblivious to a lot of the shit that goes on YouTube. I get it like 3 weeks later. Oh, really? I didn't even know. And I said that to say, I can't be hating on another man's YouTube channel. No. Like Andre Ward, like to say that, and to frame, I'm not saying it's not true. Don't understand me. There's a plus minus chart with Floyd. I said that earlier in the video, right? So I'm not here defending Floyd. I'm here defending that there's 10 million ways, 10 zillion ways to be a black man in America. There's 10 zillion ways to promote a fight. All right. There's not just this Floyd. There's not this. You either Floyd Mayweather or you shut up. That's basically what he said, and that's wrong. So, anyways, man, it's 11:25. I need at least 6 hours of sleep. You know what I mean? I gotta repair my tissues and shit. I'm fucking going hard, man. So, I appreciate y'all. Andre Ward, man. SOG. Man, come on, man. If you were SOG, you would tell Shakur Stevenson that Top Rank is for him. If you were a son of God, you would tell Terrence Crawford how to promote. I don't like people just son of God on Sundays. I don't like people like that, man. It's not that I don't like them. I just choose not to be around them. You know what I mean? Like I said, I choose not to ever. I'm being real when I say this, and it's not from a place of hate. I don't. There's not no one in life that I can say I hate. It's just the energy. Andre Ward is going to be Andre Ward. He's proven that to me. Go watch his interviews on my channel. He dodges race questions like it's a HIV virus. They. What about I? How they make you feel? Well, they know. You know what I mean? Anyways, man. Barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.